Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Traders. It's Friday, July 15th at about 7:25 Central Standard Time. The next 3 to 5 minutes, we'll give you targets to the upside, targets to the downside, some possible areas of consolidation, and then we're going to take a quick look at market profiles so we keep track of the big picture. We look, you see back yesterday, we just kind of consolidated between these two big zones right in here. That's all we really did, and hope everybody had a good day trading with that. Looks like we opened up yesterday at 56.50 and we immediately pulled right down to our overnight low around 51.25. Actually double bottomed back here a couple times. It worked its way up and down and double top here, and it's kind of going through it right here this morning at 59.75 for the high last night. So where do we go from here on a Friday after yesterday's move and the day before's moves? Who knows? But let's take a look at both sides of this market, and let's think that we're going to go up today, at least retest that 68 area. So as we come up into this, we're probably going to come up and test this structure right here. It's 2160, this right here from yesterday. And it might even actually creep up to this zone right up in here, 63, all the way just through the top of this zone, right up in here. All right, a little trouble with the mouse this morning. About 63.25, and then pull right back down. And she come down and probably test this area here, 59 area right in here. Test it, and if we're going to go long, bounce off of this area right back through this zone, and then head up for this zone right here from 68 to 69 area. We'll be testing yesterday's highs for a double top there. Look for a pullback, probably all the way back to this zone. If we get lucky, maybe only about halfway back, and look for the bounce up in that area. Now, after that, next targets is we can go through there. If we can reach this and close above this 68 area in here, look for targets to go to the 77 area right up in here profile, pull it all the way back, which there's a second Fibonacci extension right up in this area, and then probably the high for the day after that yesterday. Well, and look for another big pullback in this area as some of these guys just try to take their profits on a Friday, and we'll see what happens from there. Now, at this area at the double top, look for us to pull back into here. If we happen to close back below this zone, look for us to pull all the way back to this 58 area, come back up and retest this. If we fail this a second time, or third time possibly, if it starts consolidating in this area, then we'll want to look for it to come down. By this time, this 24-hour VWAP, this white line will come up and meet the open price up into the zone in this 58 area. If we could get a close below this 24-hour VWAP and the 58, then look for a move to the downside. First targets to the downside are probably going to be all the way down, test the overnight lows of 51.25. Look for the retest back up into this area, probably the open. And if we really are heading back down, then we're going to come right back down and test and drive right through this morning low and then come back up and retest this overnight low as well. Drive down through it, come back and test it, and then drive down to this zone, possibly all the way down to the 43 area. Come back up and retest this zone again, and then watch this market move down to 38 areas, possibly down into 34 area, which has been the all-time high until just a couple days ago. Look for it to retest that. About as low as I would expect it. Look for a big reversal in this area. If there's a lot of momentum, it might go all the way down to the top of this zone, but look for it to reverse in this area. More than likely right here, it'll drive right back up and go in and start taking profits at the zones again as it works its way back up to the open if we're really lucky today. So let's take a look at the overall picture. Market profile, we're right into here. We came out the bottom. We stopped yesterday. We traded up to 67.25 as we saw, a little bit higher, 68.50 right there. And then we pulled all the way back. And now we closed just below that first fib extension at the 58. And we're hanging right there. Pulled back a little bit. We did not close below the 51.50. As I said yesterday, if we did, look for a short down to here. We held this line, and now we're looking. So we'll be looking to push right back up there. So if you're really patient this morning on this initial move, just hold on. Look for this double top at 68 for our first target. Look for the pullback right into this area again at the 58 and then drive right up to the 77, which should be the high today unless this market just really takes over. Don't expect it though. Possible move up to this 87 if it goes through this 77, but again, not likely. Again, over the next 2 or 3 days next week, if the bulls can stay control, we're going to move up to this 2205 and the 1618 extension. So keep an eye on that. At any time we fail one of these major profile areas, if we fail the 50, look for a move to the downside. The next one's down, like you can see, 47, 40, all the way down to 34, all the way down to retrace this to 219. So be watching this. Be careful. If you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.